What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around, you don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this mouse to be exceptionally comfortable from the first use, with an ergonomic design that felt natural in the hand. A particularly fantastic feature for this client was the inclusion of a dedicated horizontal scroll wheel. They noted that this made side-to-side navigation in documents and timelines significantly easier, faster, and more comfortable compared to the common method of tilting a vertical scroll wheel. On the performance front, the device proved to be very reliable. Our reviewer was pleased to find that the Bluetooth connectivity was solid, which was a welcome improvement over a previous generation device from the same company that constantly disconnected. This iteration seems to have fixed those issues, maintaining a stable connection without any need to repair. Furthermore, the movement was precise and the sensor tracked accurately on every surface it was tested on, from a desk to a notebook cover. The convenience of a rechargeable battery was another major highlight. While this client admits they never ran it down to empty, the battery life seemed great, and they loved being able to simply plug it in to recharge instead of constantly dealing with disposable batteries. However, the mouse is not without a couple of drawbacks. The primary issue for our reviewer, who intended to use it as a travel companion, was the noise level. The clicks are quite audible and loud, which could be a significant problem for anyone needing a quiet device for a shared office or for use while traveling with a spouse. While not excessively noisy, it's certainly not a silent mouse. Finally, there was a minor reservation about the product's overall value proposition. For its price point, this client felt it was a bit steep, suggesting that the inclusion of a couple of extra programmable buttons would have made the cost feel more justified. It's not a deal breaker, but something potential buyers might want to consider.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer came across this wireless mouse after a long stint with a different brand. Having gone through several of those other mice over the years, our reviewer needed a replacement when their last one gave out, and they were unwilling to shell out a fortune for a new one. They were pleasantly surprised by this little guy, finding it to be a very worthy substitute. The reviewer notes that the size and feel of this mouse are quite similar to their old favorite, fitting comfortably in the hand. The only feature it's lacking is the extra thumb buttons, but honestly this client admits they weren't even using them anymore. Overall, this wireless mouse has been a great find. The one reservation this reviewer has revolves around the charging port. It's recessed a bit too deeply, making it incompatible with their magnetic charging connector. This is a minor inconvenience, but a noticeable one. It would also be a welcome improvement if the charging port was USB Type-C. As it is, the reviewer often fumbles with the cable, trying multiple times to plug it in correctly. Despite this slight annoyance, the overall experience has been positive. The battery is rechargeable, and they are curious to see how long it lasts before it stops charging.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience after purchasing this mouse for their wife, aiming to replicate the functionality of a higher-end model they already owned. Both being photographers relying heavily on software like Photoshop, a comfortable and capable mouse was a must. Finding this option advertised as similar in design and function, they decided to give it a try. Overall, our reviewer notes that this mouse isn't inherently bad. However, when directly compared to the model it attempts to emulate, the differences become quite apparent. The scroll wheels, for instance, feel noticeably cheaper in comparison, lacking the premium weight and tactile feedback. Furthermore, this client found the customization options somewhat limited. Unlike the other model, which offers a generous 8 customizable buttons, this one lacks that level of granular control. While it does offer basic ergonomic features and a side scroll wheel for horizontal navigation, which could be useful for some, our reviewer feels that for creative professionals or anyone seeking to assign custom actions to buttons, like opening specific folders or initiating email drafts, the investment in a more feature-rich option is likely worthwhile. Ultimately, if budget is a primary concern and basic ergonomic wireless functionality is sufficient, this mouse might suffice. But for those prioritizing customization and a premium feel, spending more for a superior experience is highly recommended.
That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Questions? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.